In your opinion, who is gonna win Ballon d'Or this year? Lamine Yamal, Rafinha, Dembele, or someone else? But I know who will win this individual award, and the answer is a winger. In this video, we will talk about the roles of a winger in different match situations. Well, the role of a winger depends on how a manager wants to use him. He can give free role to winger like Enrique and Guardiola gave to Messi, or the manager can use him in both attacking and defensive roles like Adeyemi in Dortmund. But still, the main task of winger will be his attacking duties. So let's see what roles does a winger have in different aspects of the game. Usually, wingers are not the part of build-up phase, but if the opponent press high, leaving space in center, then winger can drop in this space to receive the ball. If opponent press him, then he can beat his marker easily due to open space and time he got. And that's what Rafinha is doing for Barcelona when he gets the ball from left back or left center back. As the team proceeds to mid block, then the winger gets more touches with the ball. Here, the manager can use him in two ways. First is the traditional winger role, where he will play as a proper winger, receiving the ball on touchline and takes on the opponent defender to start an attacking move. From the touchline, he can carry the ball on the flank and can deliver a cross into the box, or he can dribble inside and link up with the teammates to attack through the opponent's hurt. In second case, manager can use him inside and other player will be on the flank on his position. The winger moves inside to play as attacking midfielder and fullback will overlap to provide the width on the flank. Here, the winger have to play between the lines. Winger receive the ball in between the lines and attack the opponent defense. These movements are very crucial to start an attacking move. If defenders have the ball and winger drops to receive the ball, then he can receive the ball freely if opponent don't press. And if opponent press him by breaking the defense line, then the fullback can receive a long pass behind the opponent defense line. Winger can rotate with teammates and can switch their positions for the positive outcome of the move. If center forward drops to receive the ball, withdrawing opponent defender, then winger should make the run in the space left to opponent defender to provide the attacking threat. This move is crucial to pin the opponent backline, otherwise they can push forward to narrow the space in between the lines. Winger can also involve in third pass rotations. Here, they switch their position with other teammates while passing the ball around. These moves depend on the understanding between the players. More likely, they rotate with fullback and center mid to progress the ball ahead. By quick passing and changing their positions with respect to the ball, it is very difficult for opponents to stop these moves. In mid block, wingers are mostly used inside to outnumber the opponent midfield. Winger moves inside, creating a 4v3 scenario in midfield. As they are more likely to beat their marker, wingers makes it easy to progress the ball through the midfield with these overloads. For example, Barcelona is creating these overloads in midfield this season, with Pedri, De Jong and Olmo finding themselves in 3v3 situation with opponent midfielders. Rafinha from the left wing moves inside, creating a 4v3 overload, and left back Balde and Martin occupy the wing position left by Rafinha. This 4v3 situation is in favor of Barcelona, as now they can use these diagonal passes to move the ball ahead. This domination in center lead to more progressive passes to enter into final third to create goal scoring opportunities. In final third, wingers mostly play inside rather than the flank. Here, the selection of players determines the outcome of the move. Fullback overlap on the flank to support the winger, but this combo should be opposite footed. If the winger is left footed, then the fullback should dominate with the right foot so that opponent can't predict the attacking move. Yamal Koundé combination is the perfect example of this. If Yamal cuts inside and opponents try to stop him, then it makes room for Koundé to put a cross into the box. In contrast, same footed combo also works, but it will have some limitations. If fullback and winger both dominate with the same foot, then both of them try to play wide and deliver a cross into the box. Otherwise, they have to dribble on the weak side, which will be less favorable case. If both of them only have one option of crossing into the box, then opponent can stop this move and can clear the ball easily. Rafinha and Gerard Martin's combo is a perfect example of this. In the previous Barca matches, the right flank was more in use than the left flank due to the same conditions. So these are the main contribution of a winger when the team have the ball. But what if when team don't have the ball? Let's see. The pressing system of the team also depend on the manager. But in general scenario, a winger should press from outward to inward by shadowing the opponent fullback so that he cannot receive the ball easily. This will make opponent go long or they lose the ball in the round half. If winger press from the center, then also he should shadow mark opponent midfielders to block easy passes. And when opponent move the ball out wide, then the team press high up the pitch, isolating opponent fullback. Apart from this, wingers are very crucial in transitions. When team lose the ball in final third, then they can win the ball immediately as most of them have good head start. Well, this will not be successful every time because it's a whole team effort. But defense to attack transition majorly depend upon the wingers. When team win the ball in defending, they can receive and carry the ball forward to start the counter attack using the wing area. Vinicius Junior's last Champions League winning performance is a perfect example of this, as he single-handedly carried the whole team in attacking. With no doubt, it's a difficult task to carry the ball all the way. Instead, what they should do is, they should receive second ball from the center forward to carry out the attack. When team passes to center forward who holds the ball, then wingers should receive the ball from center forward in this area. Now they can carry the ball easily to create a goal scoring opportunity. These defense to attack transitions really help the team to overcome the pressure and to dominate the game. Well, it's up to the manager how he uses his players according to the game plan. But the players should also know their roles and how they can benefit the team in every possible way. What do you think about it? Comment below. Leave like, subscribe and thanks for the watching.